set up a schedule, and just do the work. Free from how you feel, because also feeling, sometimes you wake up one day you feel this way, you wake up the next day you feel another way. It's just not helpful to base your structure or your goal on how you feel. You stick to what you put there on paper. And this struggling of there are still so many distractions every day coming up. No, but you stick to the plan. You stick to your plan to do what you have committed yourself to. And at the same time, you don't do the things you already know are not good for you.
Yo, what's up, everybody? So it is officially Tuesday, February 3rd. Currently on the way to the gym. I feel good about the lift today. We got lower body. I got a new split. I got a new everything. So between the last video and this video, I done did a whole lot of soul searching. It wasn't no, I don't even know how to explain it. I didn't have to go do a sabbatical and find myself and all that stuff. Not that that's wrong if that's what it takes for some people, but for me, I don't know what it was, and I don't know if I was expecting a certain feeling or a specific moment, but in all honesty, it's just I just had enough of myself, I had enough of just drifting through life, letting life call the shots, letting my circumstances call the shots, and really not just really grabbing hold of life and just really making it, do what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? And I was just so tired of not being intentional with the things that I was doing in my day-to-day, letting little inconveniences throw me off track and everything. And so from the last video you guys saw until this one, I literally did a whole 360. Now it's just, I'm just getting started and I'm just getting into the rhythm of it. But I just feel so, I don't know, I just feel different about this one, But that's the thing, I'm not going off of my feelings. And if I could leave y'all with any message from this video, is you got to stop relying on your feelings, Stop relying on feeling motivated. Stop relying on feeling confident. Stop relying on feeling good, you know what I'm saying? That was what I realized was now there's multiple things, but that was one of the main things that I was doing that was causing me to really, I was shooting myself in the foot almost, I was relying on my feelings in order to act, if I felt good, then, I would be on track. But then the moment I didn't feel good, then I would let myself fall off. And I would always say, all right, I'm going to start tomorrow, or this is the last day, you know what I'm saying? And I just got so tired of that, and I realized until I start really being intentional and denying my feelings, denying how I feel, and really just doing the work that needs to be done, nothing's gonna change, and that's the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And I don't know if there's the exact definition of insanity, but that sounds insane to me. But there was one thing that I heard that honestly, it just really clicked for me. And it was a phrase that literally said, you must break the pattern today or the loop will repeat tomorrow. And that just hit, because that's how I was living my life. I was going I was just letting the pattern repeat every day. even though I didn't want it to, even though I knew it was leading nowhere and I was not making no progress. I thought I was, I was tricking myself like I was. Like I told y'all a little bit about that in the previous videos. But like, I was just tired of it, And I hate that it took me this long to finally do it. And to be honest with y'all, I'm even like kind of nervous putting this video out because of like a fear or anxiety I have within myself, thinking that, oh, like, this is just another one of my plans that I'm not gonna follow through on. But I think it's that right there that is kind of driving me and motivating me to not do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I've tried things, I've tried this, I've tried that, and I always end up not following through. I just got so tired of that, tired of letting myself down, tired of telling people I'm gonna do something and not doing it. Like that was just something that I just got so just like fed up with myself about. I'm so frustrated with myself. And so now I'm just really like, I'm in a different mode for real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be on the old rah-rah like, oh, I'm on a new level. Like, nah, like I'm just in a different mindset. I'm not letting my feelings dictate my moves. You know what I'm saying? I literally write out the plan and I execute it no matter how I feel. I literally time block my day to a T, and I'm still working on it. And that's one thing that I realized that I wasn't doing a good job of either. Was like, I may have been on the right track at some times, you know what I'm saying? Like getting into a groove of things. But I will let one like inconvenience or like one failure like cause me to just fall off, and think that I had to like reset or restart or like revamp the plan or something. But when you really think about it, you won't know where to refine a system. You won't know where to refine or tweak a routine or plan until you actually put it in action. It's like calling an audible in football. Like, yeah, you go to run this one play, but then you realize, hey, this might not be a good play for me to run. Let me change the play real quick. You're still running a play. You're still playing the game, but you just changed that play. And it's just like, that was one thing that really kind of clicked for me too, was like realizing just because I may, fall short in one area, and I could be doing everything else right. I could be on a good track. I would let one little slip up or one little failure cause me to just scrap the whole thing, And I was just like, yo, like, you can't do that anymore. It goes back to the whole concept of just make it happen, make it exist, start, and make it pretty after, And I think that's just like that's I don't know why it took so long for it to click for me like that. But it's just like, you just do it. Literally just do it, And I heard something, I was listening to the Nick Bear podcast, and I forgot the guest name he had on there. But basically it was like, they were talking about just basically just doing it, you know what I'm saying? And how it sounds so simple, but at the same, it is so simple. But I think sometimes what we get mistaken is we think simple means easy. Simple is very complex. Simple is hard. But it's really that simple. You just gotta do it, and just do it again the next day. Do it again the day after that. And just keep doing it over and over again, and make little adjustments here and there where you need to, but don't stop. You just gotta build that momentum. So yeah, that's kind of where we at right now. This is day 2. Going back to the whole day 1 or 1 day thing. Like, this is day 2, and I'm literally gonna keep calling it the next day. Like, I'm gonna keep track of what day it is. I'm not gonna stop this time. So if you see me, you know me. If you got a way to get in contact with me, shoot. Even in the daggone comments, like, if y'all see me slipping, shoot, drop some encouragement for your boy, because this time different, and I'm putting it out for the world to see. All my 24 subscribers, man, I appreciate y'all. Like, I'm putting this out for y'all to see, or anyone else who comes across the video. Like, I'm this different. This time is for real, and I'm not playing this time. And I'm saying it out loud, and that makes me susceptible to accountability. You know, I think sometimes we try not to. You know, we think we're moving in silence, or you know, or like we don't express something or say something because we don't want that. We don't want to be held accountable when we don't do it. And so basically, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Is I'm putting this out here on purpose, you know, so that when I'm not, you know, if I don't, which I'm not, that's not the plan, and I'm not even going to act like I'm finna do it. But basically, this is going to keep me accountable because I said I'm going to do it, and like I can't go back on that now, you know. And so, yeah, I'm about to hit this gym. But I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that and just kind of give y'all an update, because we moving different now. I had to get right. I had to change my freaking trajectory because I was not going in the right direction. I was not. And then where I was going was not where I wanted to be. So had to make that switch, and we finally just doing it. You know, I'm tired of talking, tired of planning. I'm just doing it and figuring it out as we go. So y'all have a blessed one, and y'all enjoy this lift. Peace.